This last week, we have seen how domestic violence can really shake up our community. What have we learned from these events? Well, Power Woman Claire Brown joins us to explain. Hey, Claire.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here today, especially to discuss this. And you're right, it is an event that has shaken us and been a very active topic in the Power Women group. And so when we experience tragedy, we then have the obligation to help others as part of the legacy of the victim. And we don't know what we don't know about what is going on in the lives and the homes of others until we choose to get into curiosity and ask fierce questions. And 20 people per second in our country become the victim of domestic violence. And in Arkansas alone, 40% of women will experience domestic violence from an intimate partner and at some point in their lifetime. We've learned so many lessons with the recent events, and some of the biggest lessons are awareness of domestic violence, prevention, how common it is, and where to get help within the community.
I'm sure I'm not the only person who was listening to you, shocked and scared to hear those statistics.
Yes, very scared, and it is shocking, and I think what has shaken us so much, it's someone we're all connected with, especially in the community who was so involved, and that's why it hits so close.
Exactly. We all probably know someone who's experiencing that. So with that said, what are the warning signs we need to be aware of?
Right, absolutely. And so what we need to do is open that conversation, and education is always key. So we open that conversation and doing it without judgment. It'll always lead to helping others more often than anything else. When one party is controlling all decisions or finances, embarrasses or shames their other partner, threatens or is jealous, discourages time away from friends, or even damages property. These are all key warning signs of domestic violence. In handling these situations, please always observe the law and engage the law as well. Gain consent, asking permission in order to remove the emotions from the conversation in the event, and always seek professional help. It's so key. Asking permission can be so simple. It's like, can I ask you, please, if we can have a conversation? Or do I have permission to tell you something you're not going to want to hear?
Give that power back to the person.
Right. It diffuses so much.
Yeah. Well, tell us, what are some local resources that are available to the people here in Little Rock and the greater Central Arkansas region who may be enduring domestic violence?
Yep. Or seeing it and they don't even realize it. Women's Own Worth has a domestic violence handbook on their website that gives a step-by-step instruction on what to do and how they can help. We have many places in our community who teach how to create an escape plan, counseling services for the entire family, and they'll help you file an order of protection. And there are also shelters and transition homes if needed. Women and Children First have a local hotline to call for guidance, questions, and help at 501-376-3219 or 1-800-332-4443.
You have those resources right there. Hopefully people will utilize them. All right, Power Woman Claire Brown, thank you so much for joining us. We love having you today.